telling you guys why the KTM 125 is probably one of the best small bikes out there. But maybe it's not. I don't know. I never ride this bike. Let's go. So welcome back to my channel, R91 Motors. And why do I can say this is one of the best 125 bikes out there? Is it the reason it's got ABS brakes? No. Is it the reason because it looks good? It looks good, yes, but there is way more bikes looking maybe better, looking the same, or with different designs. It's up to you. No. Does it because it's got orange bits in here? No. Let me tell you why I think this is actually the best 125, and let's come closer to this bike. This is KTM Duke 125 2020 plate, pretty new bike. So let's start with the specs what this bike got. It's a 125cc bike with a 1-cylinder air-cooled engine and 6-speed manual gearbox. So the frame we got in here is called steel trellis. It's got 11-litre capacity tank, and the weight of this bike is 128 kilograms, and the height of the seat is 810 millimeters. So about the suspension, we got WP USD 40mm front forks. Also we got monoshock WP suspension on the rear. We got 4-piston single cylinder brakes on the front, and also we got one single one on the back, which is the ABS model, of course. And can we tell now it's probably one of the best 125 bikes? Now let's keep going, let's keep going. Let's go to the cost of this bike. 75 miles per gallon, 24 pounds road tax for the year, and 200 pounds it's a service cost for all year. That's the annual service cost for the year, which is the 200 pounds. It's not bad. So insurance group is 7 out of 17. It's got 15 braking horsepower. It goes 78 miles per hour. That's the maximum speed, with the fuel range 280 miles. Now, can we tell this is the best bike ever? Now, let's go to the final part and let me tell you why it's actually the best bike out there. Just before we move to the last part, the best thing about this bike, let me give you the people experiences, the overall ratings, the stars, what people say about this bike and what is the experience of these people. So the first one going to be overall the bike, the quality and the body looks and the driving. Out of 5 stars, he's got 5 stars, which is really good. So number 2 of the people rating, the riding quality and the brakes. Out of 5 stars, this beautiful bike got 5 stars. But as we think, is it because that's why it's the best bike ever? No guys, let's keep going, we're very close. Engine quality of this bike, out of 5 stars is 4 stars. I do apologize about this noise. I don't know what's going on today. We've got the construction going on the right side of the neighbour, and just basically going too crazy, but I do apologize. Hopefully my microphone is going to do the job. So like I said, the engine quality of the 5 stars is 4 stars. There is 1 star gone, probably in the sky, but I can't fault this bike, but that's what people experiences are. So engine quality 5, from the 5 is 4 stars. Finally, we just like basically the last one is the equipment. So the last bit is the equipment of this bike. From the 5 stars, he's got 5 stars. Reason, and that's all the reason why this bike is best. Just think you have to be, it's the best 125 bike out there. And now I have to take this camera very close to me and show you what this bike got actually. We talk about the engines. We know is the 50 braking horsepower, maximum speed is 70 miles per hour. All this stuff you got on this video, that's why I was going slowly to reach this, basically the last the best of this bike. We got the brakes, we got the qualities, the people reviews and all this stuff. Let me take this camera and let's go through the all electronics what this bike's got. And I promise you, there is no second bike like this from 125 category better than this bike with equipment what this bike actually got. I have to put this bike in the garage obviously because it's darker. You still see the screen on the daylight, but on camera it's probably not going to be the best. And let's go, let's turn the ignition on and see what this bike actually got. So you got a lovely screen in here, you got so much information. It's basically all you need. Is like massive computer is on this bike, and it's so much good information. And also there is something is so cool, guys. Basically you can connect your phone to this, play music, and also you got option. You have to pay KTM separate money obviously. I'm not 100% what is the amount of the money. You can get the navigation small screen on these bikes, but you need to pay KTM subscription. You need to get the codes, and they give you a code which you can apply in here, and basically you're going to get way more information. But let's have a look what actually we got on this screen. Why it's so famous in these bikes? So as we first of all you see in the dark they got lightning in here. I didn't see the bike with these lights in here, and also we got ones in here. If you let's focus this camera. Probably you don't see this one, but as you see this one in here, that's what they got. So nice set of buttons in here which you can actually control. So we go to the settings, and what options we see? We got the KTM Ride, information, settings, preferences. So we start with the first one, KTM Ride. So there is audio and pairing. This is how actually you can connect. You see, you can even turn your music volume, you can switch the songs. You don't need to buy these helmets with some gadgets inside. You see how cool is this? You can see the artist is playing. That's just amazing. Also you can pair your phone or headset, anything you like, and that's just brilliant. So we go to information. In here you got great information in here. You can see all the dates, the odometers, the battery levels, when you're riding, when you're not riding. You got all the trips. You see how much information is here. The speeds, the laps, the trips, the fuel range, completely everything, guys. Also the trip too, which is the same. You got warnings. As you see, the side stand is down, and anything you got with this bike, anything is applied or something is wrong, it will come the message. You don't need to go to garage and scan this bike. It's just absolutely great. And just that's a little bit. You got settings. You can adjust your headlight settings. You can do daylights. You know, when you go with this bike on a daylight, it's like a car. It's got automatic headlights. When you go on the daylight, you got the daylight lights obviously on. When you go in the dark, the main light is just coming up automatically. You don't need to worry about switching them. The only way you're gonna use is probably your high beam, and that is just crazy, guys. You can change in here the trips, what is going on the screen, what's not. You can put your favorites in here, whatever you like. You can see you just can apply for anything you like. It's so much. You can put all this stuff on your screen. It's just amazing. So we got preferences. Like I said, look at these options, guys. First of all, it's Bluetooth. Obviously you can, Bluetooth is on, but we're gonna turn it off because I'm not connecting. Display, you can change to the night. Watch this. How good is this? He actually changed himself automatically. So basically you want to just keep auto, but if you want to put the dark one, there we go. It's nicely and easy applied. So the shift light, you can adjust the shift light. You can do the flashy ones, you can do the light up, you can do the shift light. You know, when you put in first gear and you rev your bike and it give you the signal, let's change your gears. You know, it's just amazing. And you can adjust how much RPMs you want actually to tell you to switch the to switch this gear, or basically the bike's not gonna give you more revs, which is amazing. If you're beginner, you're never gonna kill this bike. Rev it with the first gear or second. You can just it can be all adjustable. And also this is how you change your speeds basically. If he's, for example, to change a gear is on 8,500 RPMs, you can set up with the like 1200 and he will go to the maximum level. But again, you need to know what you're doing. So that's just the light up. The flashes, again, when you start flashing, when it's time to change a gear, shift light is on again. That's what I'm saying. After shifts, it will stop the engine for destroying themselves, to actually basically tell you when to shift. Obviously you can set up your clocks and dates in here. A DLR light is on, so this is about the headlight front. You can tune it off, you can tune it on. The units, the distance, you can add kilometers or miles. Fuel cons, you can go the US ones, the Euro, UK, whatever guys you like. It's just a proper computer. And can you actually tell now is best bike of the smallest bike is the best? I can say this because I never see the bike with options like this. Yes, there is Honda CB125R, which I owned before as well. It's got nice LED screen, but it's not even a close of these options. It's nothing closer. So also you can see how many languages we can apply. It's just, guys, really? Services, he tell you what is the next service, what date is the car computer guys inside. So when you buy this bike, you're gonna straight away check the service. You got extra functions like a KTM ride, but again, like I said, you need to pay subscription to the KTM to get the access on the codes, and you can get more functions on this bike, like a navigation screen, small one, everything else. It's just brilliant. Honestly, I can keep talking about this bike, but that's why this bike is one of the best. Overall, this bike is 5 out of 5 stars. But let's go and take actually closer look with the camera. What was it look like? What upgrades you can do with this bike? And let's cut down this video. And hopefully this video actually gives you some knowledge before you actually interested on KTM. Or you like me, I never like KTM because they're orange. And I didn't know the Austrians making so good quality on the bikes. But they changed my mind. Maybe this video will change your mind, which I don't really want it. I'm just gonna give you information like I do with all bikes, and I got plenty of bikes on my YouTube channel. The video's probably not that great, but I'm doing my best and I'm upgrading every video, maybe a little bit better and better till we actually come up to the professionals. So let's take this camera around the bike and show you a little bit closer look to this bike. So much about this bike, and we ended up with this electronics on this bike, and this is what actually not just make this bike better, but it's just a different level. It's honestly different level. So let's go in the front. You've got pretty cool mudguard with the WP front suspension. As I said before, we got nice actually fat tires for the 125 bike. We got the sizes of 110, 70 R17s on it, and honestly they're never gonna look like 125. It looks like 390 or 600 to be honest. You got lovely fairings in here. Forget about the headlight. You got LEDs in here. Looks pretty cool. LED indicators in here. This is all adjustable as well. It's not just there for no reason. You can adjust it. You can adjust it lovely and everything else. Basically, because this is the naked bike, you can see the frame in here. The engine stands out straight away. This little 15 braking horsepower engine. It gets to the 70 miles per hour, which is not bad. I can tell you 125, that's not bad at all. Got lovely seats. Actually, the seats are bollocks on this one. Seats are nice. You can see the quality is there. It's nice and soft. Basically, they're both coming off really easy. The battery access on this bike, guys, like I said, I would compare this bike to Honda CB125R. The battery on the Honda CB125R, you actually need to remove a couple of fairings, and the battery is here. With this one, it's very simple. Let's get the key. We move to another side. Just before actually we carry on, you got the key in here. Basically, you put your key inside, and your seat will come off. Just like this. So you got one thing in here, so you got the fuses in here, really easy access, and just slide it back, and you got access to change your air filter and also the battery if it's dead on the winter time or it's just time to replace it. So again, this is already way more better than Honda CB125R. So the monoshock WP suspension in here is not, unfortunately, obviously it's adjustable in here. You use the special spanner in here, which you actually got the box of spanners in here. This is just a basic exhaust, obviously with some acrylic stickers, which is not real, but it looks pretty good. Even being original, it sounds not bad as well, which I'm going to show you in a second. Again, the rear tire is 150/60 R17, pretty fat, really nice Michelins. You got ABS in here, which I forget to tell you, ABS, you can tune it off ABS as well if you want it to. If you want a little bit drifting or something like wheelies or burnouts, guys, you can even tune off your ABS off. How good is this? And tell me this is not the best 125. Obviously got LEDs on the back in here, which is too much daylight, you can't see it. These LED indicators on the rear. This thing in here, I'm not going to comment about this because no good. That's it, that's what I can tell you. It's no good, you need to be replaced with a Tilt-ID nice one. Obviously the gen adjustable is very easy on these ones. Obviously you can get the passenger, or you get these things off to get a little bit less weight on your bike. This side is nice, plenty of this bike. Honestly, the quality and everything else is definitely there. And let me show you what can you actually upgrade on this bike. As you see, these levels in here, which I did upgrade. You can upgrade your handlebar grips, and actually you can upgrade your handlebar like this. It didn't cost me too much money. I think it was about £110 in eBay. The company's S-Scar. Really good looking actually handlebar with this soft thing in here. Handlebar grips, I think it cost me about £36 with the levers included. Also the pretty cool feature you actually can buy these crash bars in here. They actually pull out. I will try to get the picture and maybe it will pop up on the screen. And yeah guys, if you enjoyed this video, just subscribe to my channel and smash that like button. Maybe comment something inside which I missed on this bike, or maybe you experienced some bad issues with this bike. You can also comment on my video. I like the experience, everything else. You can see on my videos I got probably about the 43 different bike brands. I'm not just doing reviews on them, I'm rebuilding them. I do so much stuff. I didn't forget about this bike. I said I'm going to show you how this bike sounds. Let's have a look about the next project on my video, because I got the 3 parts of this, actually how I rebuilt this bike. I'm going to show you a little bit around now, so you can see on my next video, what you're going to see is Ducati Monster 696 Plus. But before we jump actually on this Ducati Monster, let's start this one up and see what the sound like on this one. Forget to mention that you can upgrade your exhaust if you want it. This is my Ducati Monster. I've replaced this one with Ducati 848. Ducati 848, as you know, is a super sport bike, and this is how it looks in here. I love it, absolutely great bike. But again, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and you're gonna see way more bikes on my channel. Bye bye.